If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
Now I'm going to share with my son something I learned from Tom Brady, even watching the game yesterday. You got to start at square one, bruh.
I remember playing at Reardon. It was late in the game. We were losing. And my number was called. It was great to finally be playing. Until after a few plays, Coach Joe O'Connor yelled from the sideline, "Brady, you look like you're running in slow motion," which was true then, and is still true today. I know, Mom. My mom still thinks I'm the fastest one out there for me. I know. She says, "Honey, don't say that. You're fast." Well, we went 0-8 that year, and I hardly played. Not really the best start for someone who would end up making a career playing the game. And as a 14-year-old boy, I realized how much I loved the game. And just as importantly, I enjoyed the practice and the preparation, working to improve, and I realized how much improvement I needed to make in order to continue playing past high school. So I worked and I studied and I listened and I practiced, and by my senior year, I was playing well enough to be recruited by a few Division I schools.
You got to start at square one in life in terms of process.
Every day, every moment, we're faced with a choice. What to do with the time we've been given. We all have goals. It's what we do in pursuit of these goals that count. The actions we take and the habits we build, step by step, day by day. So, new year, what'll it be? One day or day one? The choice is yours.
I chose Michigan. I took my first steps onto that playing field in college as a seventh quarterback on the team. And I was hoping that one day I'd get a chance to lead the team on the Michigan Stadium and play in front of 112,000 fans. But it was pretty clear it wasn't going to happen overnight. So there were over 120 practices my first year, not to mention the hundreds of hours of meetings we had in order to prepare us to play Big Ten competition. And it all seemed to pay off when I first got my chance to play. And I was so excited. I had all my friends from home watching, maybe some of you. My parents were in the crowd. We were ahead with a huge lead against UCLA. I was put into the game in the fourth quarter, and the coach called my favorite pass play. So I dropped back, trying to impress the coach. I looked off the safety a little bit, and I fired the ball right over the middle of the field. I hit the player right in stride, right between the numbers, and he ran 45 yards for a touchdown. No one touched him. Just as I had dreamed. The crowd erupted. I was horrified. That was UCLA's only points of the game. A 45-yard interception return for a touchdown. Welcome to college football. I wasn't sure my coach would ever put me in again. But we all have experiences that we dream about and that we look forward to. And when we get them, they don't always go our way. I learned that as a freshman on the football field just outside of this gym. And again, I learned it as a second-year player who finally got a chance to play in college. Unfortunately, I learned it 3 weeks ago in our loss to the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Let me tell you what I learned by watching Tom Brady yesterday. That the Chiefs got too focused on achievement after the equal sign. How's it all going to add up? Are we going to be a dynasty? We going back to back, run it back, as they kept wearing those T-shirts and talking about it all year? Okay. And Tom Brady, with all of his greatness, which is even greater than the Chiefs, matter of fact, it's greater than any other NFL franchise in history right now with his 7th ring. He showed me that he embodies what the process is, which is starting at square one.
Well, he want to be perfect. Anytime you get somebody chasing perfection, it's going to get crazy.
So whether I was learning through watching, as I did my freshman year at Sarah, or playing and making mistakes over the course of my career, I've continued to learn to embrace every hardship and to seize every opportunity on and off the field. The owner of my current team, Robert Kraft, has told me time and time again, Every bump is a bounce.
Tom Brady has to leave a destination that he's been in for 20 years, a system, 20 years, an identity that's now being renewed and really has to be restored somewhere else. He goes to a coach who's never won a Super Bowl. He goes to a situation where his offensive coordinator, my boy Byron Leftwich, who I chopped it up with this morning, actually was drafted after Tom Brady and retired before Tom Brady, but now is his offensive coordinator in authority. How crazy is that? Then he goes to that situation. He looks around. This is Tom Brady, who has the most wins of any quarterback in NFL history, looking around at a franchise with the most losses in sports history. And he just looks at all this adversity, adds it all up and says, is that all? Is that it? Let's go. And he got to work, where I saw the Chiefs not getting back to work in the same respect. They skipped square one. Tom Brady went to square one because he knew it was a new situation. Plus, he knew what is the ingredient for my success. The most important ingredient, his main ingredient, is his focus, man. He focused on the details, where the Chiefs just focused in on the summation of what those details look like.
Tom Brady is going to have a surgical procedure done on his knee.
Have a minor knee surgery, which Bruce Arians described as a cleanup. But
That's his plant knee. That's the knee he rolls up over the top of.
Absolutely.
So what I learned from Tom Brady is simple. No matter how great you are at anything, never think that you're a master of the first step unless you bring yourself back to that place.
He showed a lesson to everybody at home watching the game.
Oh, you want to go
Take
here.
your craft seriously enough, and excellence will find you as you will find it. He's more passionate about the game than he's ever been. How you out here in an arguing match with Ty Matthew? Everybody know Ty a little bit crazy. Like, we all
That Badger
know.
came back.
Like, Ty a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady not backing down at the age of 43 from a shout. Whatever they shouting about,
Right.
Tom Brady's like, nah, I'm about that action too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might not have grew up where you grew up, how you grew up, when you grew up, with who you grew up,
Right.
but I'm about that action too. I'm just as passionate about this game as I ever have been.
As I get older, I still feel young, because I know from experience that age is just a number, and I'm more than a number. I'm not 43 or 199, 18-1, 28-3, or 31-9.
I think the most important thing he showed was if you take your craft seriously, excellence will find you like it found him.
I'm the choices I make right now, this day, and the next one. So, clock's ticking, time to make a choice. Stare at the scoreboard or get to work.
Brady's justification for his intensity should come as no surprise.
Winning. Everyone else was just sitting out there in shock and awe of Tom Brady, who let the process take him to this place.
He doesn't really turn that off. You know, obviously, game day goes up another notch. You know, you're out there playing, but, you know, the bigger the game is, you know, Brady, he's on.
He's a great competitor, and he demonstrates that every game. He's very consistent. He doesn't have down days. He brings it every chance he gets, and I love that aspect about his play.
Tom Brady's coming back.
Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe as I post a new Tom Brady video every day.